Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial-free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111911.
Rocks. I wonder if there's going to be ivermectin tourism to the state of Arkansas this summer. It's a good place to go in the summertime, especially Northwest
like
Arkansas.
An ivermectin tasting?
Like wine tasting?
Paired with... What would you pair ivermectin tasting with?
This tastes more like a equine ivermectin.
So let me get this straight. And we talked about ivermectin, and everybody was, people were for it and against it, depending on how you felt about the COVID vaccine.
Right.
But there was a doctor that we were following out of state of Idaho that said he was taking it and he was prescribing it to patients, and it was really working. It was really working. Yeah, we don't know what happened to that guy. He's gone. Joe Rogan got into the whole big battle with Spotify and what's his face over ivermectin.
Who, Stephen Colbert?
No, the artist, the guy that left Spotify, and then he went back.
Neil Young.
Neil Young, yeah, that's right.
I was going to be at the film festival, by the way, next week.
So, yeah, he's going to be in town. But anyways,
I think he's in town a lot.
Yeah, he realized how much that Spotify meant to his financial situation. He went running back. But so ivermectin, from what I understand, was a drug that was created to treat big animals like horses. And then they found some other qualities to it, and it was actually helping with what this doctor said with COVID. And now I've read that there's actually other benefits to ivermectin as well. I can't remember all of it off the top of my head, but it's definitely a drug I think they need to look into more. And then yesterday you told us that it was in Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
God, this is the worst place for it to start. I mean, everybody thinks everybody in Arkansas
it's not.
Is a bunch of rednecks.
No, Arkansas is great.
Come on, they're a bunch of hillbilly rednecks in Arkansas.
I'm telling you right now.
I mean, isn't that what people think? Especially out here in California.
Either Eureka Springs or Fayetteville. Either Eureka Springs or Fayetteville will be the next Jackson Hole, because all the Jackson Holes moved up to Jackson Hole, and they're ruining Wyoming. And just like the same way that Idahoans hate the Californians because they move up and they changed Boise, all that stuff. Like Jackson Hole's not cool anymore because, all those super rich.
I was talking to somebody from Idaho that lived and did time in Alaska, and he said he wanted to move to Wyoming because he goes, that's the last place on earth. So when somebody from the deep woods of Idaho and Alaska says that.
No, he hasn't. You tell him about Fayetteville, and I'm talking about the northwestern corner of Arkansas.
No, he might have.
It's amazing.
He could have.
So
yeah, I wasn't going to risk it.
In Arkansas, in the state Senate, they had a Medical Freedom Act, and it passed through the Senate 31-4. Which I got to think that's somewhat. I mean, I've been to Arkansas. It's not all conservative in Arkansas. Okay, there's definitely some enclaves of Democrats. In fact, I thought it was, when I was there, it was closer to 50-50. And then in the House, it passed 78-14. So it seemed pretty bipartisan. It's medical freedom. You can now buy your ivermectin right there next to the aspirin in the Walgreens. When you go into the Walgreens or the CVS or Rite Aid, whatever you go into, you just walk in there and you buy it. And then it gives you the dosage for humans on it, which is great. I mean, I think that's good. Do you think that people will start going to Arkansas to pick up their ivermectin? I mean, I'm guessing Missouri, Oklahoma, all the border states, with Arkansas probably be doing this. Tennessee. Yeah. I got to go to Arkansas, get me some ivermectin,
we got a guy on the phone that wanted to weigh in on this. Go ahead, man.
Do you guys know that, in California, you can buy ivermectin over the counter at any feed supply place?
Yeah, but they're going to make it available at drugstores in Arkansas.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, because if you buy it at a feed supply place, the dosage instructions are for
1,200-pound animal.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I don't know how big.
So that's the problem. So then you have to figure out. Okay, my horse weighs 1,200. I weigh 200. That means I take 1/6 of this. Then I mean, what do I end up taking?
you got to do a lot of math. I used to buy that swine and sheep ivermectin for my dogs because it's way cheaper than buying Heartgard, which is like $100 for 6 months or whatever.
Is that what ivermectin? Well, yeah, and the pet pharmaceutical business is big pharma too. So so ivermectin that's what it prevents is
heartworm.
It is heartworm in dogs. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time doing the math to try to figure out exactly what dosage a 60-pound dog should get, and it was a little confusing because math isn't my strong.
Right, it's hard. That's why we should have paid attention in school.
Exactly.
Do you ever ask the vet if it's okay to do that?
Yeah, I did actually, and I also sought out a couple of groups online that deal with this stuff. But I did talk to my vet, and the only thing they said is make sure you do the math right.
Interesting.
So,
that's very interesting because I would have thought the vet would say, no, here, take this and give me $150.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess I had a ethical vet that wanted to help me out a little bit.
All right, text in the name of your vet, please.
Yeah, really, you got it. Actually, she's retired. So
dang, man. We're losing all the good ones.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you for the information. Appreciate it. On the dosage front, we ran into this problem yesterday. We ran out of children's Tylenol.
Okay.
What would you have done in this situation? Because I had to ask my wife. My son sounds like he's coming down with a cold, and it's got a sore throat with it. And he's complaining about the discomfort from the sore throat. We didn't have any children's Tylenol to give him as a painkiller. And we do have ibuprofen, regular ibuprofen. Now, my son's 90 pounds, 8 years old, 90.
Do you have regular acetaminophen then? Regular Tylenol?
No, we don't. We don't. Well,
all you have is ibuprofen?
I should have looked in the car. We had ibuprofen. And ibuprofen, it says, consult a physician before giving it to somebody under the age of 12.
Call the doctor. Call the office.
But, this is like getting ready for the day. The doctors aren't in. The doctor's hours. Come on.
Look it up online.
Seriously?
Look it up online.
And I don't think our insurance has
I'll tell you what. Since you're asking me what I would do probably what's not popular. I would just give it to him. But you could look it up online, and you could just call the doctor. But I don't think ibuprofen is going to kill him. All right. He'll probably think it's the greatest thing in the world, which is the problem, because ibuprofen is one of the greatest, I swear, medicines. In the world.
It's good.
It doesn't matter if my back hurts,
when I have a sore throat,
I have a hangover, whatever it is. I'm swollen. I don't know why I would be swollen, but I take a couple of ibuprofen and I feel great. And it's not an hour. It's not an hour and a half. It's 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I feel amazing.
It is the only painkiller, either that or Tylenol. I'll sometimes take Tylenol. It just depends on what we have. And, if I'm taking too much ibuprofen, I don't want it to be a problem. Like if it's a long, extended bad flu.
Because there are side effects of taking too much. Unfortunately, I know people that can't take it because it tears up their stomach, or their stomach is bad, so they can't handle it.
But you're so right about that. Like when I have a cold and I just need to get through a cold, I just take ivermectin. I mean, I'm already confusing it. I just take ibuprofen, and it's like it kills it like that. So I was thinking, okay, from a perspective, we're talking about drugs, and we're talking about the perception of tolerance. Isn't there some people that are like in their late teens, early 20s that are like 90 pounds? My son is 90 pounds. He's like 93 pounds or something like that. As an 8-year-old, he's a big kid. And wouldn't it be the same issue there? Like, why do they draw the line at age and not at weight? They should be drawing the line at weight, not age. It's like my son has friends that can't ride certain roller coasters, but he can totally ride every single roller coaster that he wants to. So when you say, hey, you want to take a friend to the theme park, you got to kind of vet the friend to see if the friend's going to have a good time at the theme park, because you're like, well, maybe he shouldn't go with you. Maybe your bigger friend should go with you because he's tall enough to ride the rides that you could ride.
If you trust Google, this is the answer I got.
Okay.
I'm sure you've already done all this, but
I haven't.
400 milligram ibuprofen
I was told no.
would be safe, according to Northside Pediatrics. NorthsidePediatrics.com. They haven't
like
broken
200.
out. So if he weighed under 95 pounds or under 90 pounds, you would want to give him 350, which is just give him 400. I think each ibuprofen is 400 milligrams. Maybe they're 2. I'm not sure.
I thought they were 200.
Maybe they're 200. It all depends on what you buy. But yeah, so if they're 200, you can give him up to 2. You could give him 1.5, or you could just give him 1.
Oh, so I could have went even more. I was just going to like take 1 and like cut it in half and crush it up and put it in his oatmeal or something.
Gross. But does he not like swallow? Well, no kid likes to swallow a pill.
No,
but
I don't think. Well, he's and this is also, this goes back to participation trophy type stuff. You're telling me that we got to give them syrup until they're 12, and then at 12 we flip a switch and we're like, okay, you got to take pills now, and they're like, why would I take pills when I've been taking syrup for the last 12 years? Like syrup tastes like grape or strawberry or cherry. Now you're telling me I got to choke down something with water that has no flavor?
You can take up to 1,200 milligrams if you're 220 pounds.
Dang. Look at you. That's why you're like, give me 1,400 milligrams.
You could take up to 3,200 milligrams per day, divided into 3 or 4 doses. Listen, if I wake up after a bender or you know what I mean? Like it's just...
Is it 1,400?
Friday night, sometimes I get a little wild.
1,400 or 1,600?
And I'll take, I don't want to even say what I take.
Too fat.
Yeah.
Big fat
I'll take.
fatty.
I've been known to take 4, maybe 5. I mean, if I've got a pounding headache, I'll just say,
2. Okay.
I've taken 4. What's one more going to do?
That's still 1,000. That's not. I mean, that's not. Yeah. According to the
and a hot shower, and that'll get rid of your headache.
Your scale there. I mean, you could take 2 more. You got space.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the SLO County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.